always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked, as these two are in this one. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium, and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So the NC State Wolfpack offense is on the field and ready to start the game. We have got a tremendous football.
Like, they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways. And, Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique, too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So, no different ways as possible, and just let him go to work.
So now it's 2nd and long. Right back to him on the ground. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this.
Turning it on! These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly.
And what's up with the fucking camera view, man?
You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Off play action. Got it in the middle. It's covered. They'll finally drag him down before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. The corners are walked up tight. Got it behind the line. It's Culliver. And good coverage by the defense just a short game. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Just a short pass to the tight end. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw again. He's got him. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, they execute the end route, and how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. And they've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback is just...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And that's a good response by this defense. They gave up some yards, obviously some plays, more than they wanted to, but when it got to the area in the scoring zone, in the area where it really matters, nice job on third down, getting the sack, and possibly forcing the field goal.
Did it come with a glass, or did it just have a case?
Got this.
And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal.
They did not have the
They picked the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt.
You got great.
Dead center perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So Notre Dame's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love it.
This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. Those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens, but you've got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
He saw just enough daylight to move the sticks and get it done with his legs.
Well, this quarterback's athleticism, I think, makes it a little bit easier for you as a head coach when you decide to go for it on fourth down, because if it's not fair to throw the ball, his athleticism can just take over. He can go get it himself and keep the drive alive. Really nice job that time by the QB.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe...
Oh, he's got some space. Got enough for the first. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense...
I don't think it's on the top yet.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back that gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Notre Dame will come to the line after that huge gain and try to keep the momentum going. They'll leave it with him. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work on Europe. Snags it.
Kenny?
What?
Yeah, this offense, man, they look good.
Amazon came since I came up here.
Putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter.
It wasn't when I came down there when you was opening up the Walmart stuff.
No, it's not in the cyber. It's not fully.
Oh, shit. They got lost.
The AT unit on the field.
It's a lot easier than them without it.
So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score.
It just makes it bigger. Feels bulky, yeah.
You have to get over the fact that it's good.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
I already played had a goal.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. NC State sending the offense.
I gotta go to Sheep and get cigarettes there so we can do Cracker Barrel. Just figure out what I'll eat.
They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Looking for room. It's Scott. Finds his way ahead for 6 and a little breathing room to the 17.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Dropping back, it's Bailey. Fires to the big fella. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He is going nowhere. Stops at the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught close to the marker. It's Culliver. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team's fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing it. So nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face mask of his wide receivers.
And how about this young fella who's slinging the pill, man? Cat, from what we've seen all throughout the season.
We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
It's good. That brings them to within 1. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. North Carolina is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Ramses isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 5 over SMU. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself.
He's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process, and that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Back to pass, it's Bailey. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. Ripping off a huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Leaves it with the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Things got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive, and then quickly went to Pot with a pick on the 2nd one, and now they'll see if they can find the middle with this 3rd possession. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. That offensive line is putting those golden domes on the defense and starting to move the ball on the ground.
And we can go back so many years. And the coaches may change, but the brand of Notre Dame is what it is. They're going to be physical. They're going to run the football. That's who they are, and that's how they're built.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Touch pass on the run. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book.
God damn.
Playmakers, you don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Their pass not close as he got Quill trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down.
God damn, offensive line, what the fuck?
Series, and they turn it over on downs. This offense has it with really good field position. To the air, it's Bailey. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down. The Wolfpack now operating in the red zone.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass.
Hit him.
Touchdown, Wolfpack! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points, and you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
Gets rid of it. Pulls it in. It's Kane. Still on his feet at the 45. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the Pack on third down. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. There he goes. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create, sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
The Wolfpack with a lot of options on second and short. Scanning the field, it's Bailey. Fires complete on the crosser. Brought down at the 27. It's a 5-yard pickup on the play. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Can find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Got it in the middle. It's Clark. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. NC State comes to the line to deal with third and short. Looking to throw for it. Quickly to the tight end. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43. They didn't get too greedy there. They knew what they needed, and he gets it just past the sticks.
Yeah, and I'd like to see the defense maybe be a little bit more aggressive, a little more in the face, because QBC's easy access. I'm going to throw the football. My receiver's got a little bit of space. He can get the first down. I'd like to see the defense make him work for it a little bit more.
Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands, let him do the rest.
Second down, he'll throw it. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
And this offense stays aggressive, and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, third and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking downfield, it's Durham. Here comes the heat.
Oh, my God.
Swing momentum. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Raleigh has given us a fun first half. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas in Carter Finley Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. North Carolina State will kick it off to open the third quarter. On the move from inside his 5. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. So much for the idea of halftime settling down this crowd. They are ready to roll in the second half. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Breaks into the open. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Power football with the run. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. Picks up the first down, still moving. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on first and into the end zone he goes.
25, that's a nice number.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Rushes on him. Quickly complete.
Man, that man's got some sass.
Coming up.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now. His last 2 games out, completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Caught behind the line. It's Clark. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Back to pass, it's Bailey. Bringing the heat. He's got it inside.
Man, if they don't get the fuck on somewhere with that shit.
Chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass.
Like
and it falls
fumble.
to the ground incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game?
And that one is picked off in the end zone. He'll try to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. To the ground with the back. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and
Turning it on! He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Wants to throw. It's Durham. On the move to his left. Makes the catch. It's Kane. On the move at the 30. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spots, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it.
Oh my God, we catch the fucking ball.
This is some physical pass defense.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's cut. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Right down the boulevard. It's good. That gives them a little breathing room, now up 24-20. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stops at the 18. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
You got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Grab behind the line, it's Scott. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Third down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out and get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. Fourth down now upcoming.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Durham looking to scramble. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
Well, the QB looked like he knew where he wanted to go with that football, but give the defense credit. They were able to swat that one away.
The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a third down stop.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the third quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
They kick it away on fourth down. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Culliver. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Takes the handoff. It's Scott. Gets some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Great anticipation by the defense here. This offense has shown in recent games, 3rd-and-1 short yardage situations, they'll try to fool you. They'll try to throw the football. Defense not caught off guard. They dial up the blitz, and they get the sack.
Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. They'll go to the ground. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. They'll go back to work with the first down in the final period. Might as well give it to him again. Oh, he's got some space. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. On the options. Now the pitch. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, the ground game. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. To the air, it's Durham. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They add on to this lead, and it looks as if they'll be moving to 2-0.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Catch in the middle, it's Clark.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Quick screen to the speedster outside. Good.
Oh, my God. Doo-doo.
They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Caught over the middle. It's Culliver. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. He wants to throw it again. They're working that left side. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. He'll set up to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on 2nd down. They've got the screen set up. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish.
Man, get the fuck on.
Quick strike through the air for the score. Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, and the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming. Looking to throw. He's got it. 2-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal here in the 4th. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Let's see what he can do with the return. He gets a block. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation.
Man, what the fuck are you doing?
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. The option look. Now the toss. Oh, better look out. There he goes. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. The give to the back. He fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the running back.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box scores, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Looking for a man. It's Durham. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
And with that incompletion, it now sets up a very interesting decision for the head coach, right? You've got a narrow lead. Kick the field goal now and force the opponent to have to at least score a touchdown to retake the lead. But you can also seize a lot of momentum if you get it here on 4th and short. If you're able to score a touchdown, this is a completely different game.
Man, get the fuck on.
Just didn't work it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. They'll start this drive going to the air. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and to hit that time, help force the incompletion.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Well, obviously here in the 4th quarter trailing, they're going to be throwing the ball, trying to get back in this game. Couldn't come up with it there on 2nd down. They're expecting them to throw it here on 3rd.
Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down.
Man, you gotta love this defense. Being dialed in, being ready for the pass late in this football game when you needed a stop, playing tendencies, breaking on the football, 3 straight incompletions. Way to rise up by this defense.
Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Every second is meaningful, and they save a few of them with the spike. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Here's a heat. They get to him as he throws.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big...
Lofts one high and deep. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams. That's a reason why.
We saw two really good teams.
Carlton, you remember when Mommy went to Cracker Barrel and got food? You remember when she got you the chicken patties and the macaroni and cheese and stuff?
No.
Well, I'm gonna go to Cracker Barrel and get food. Do you want that?
No. I didn't eat last night.
You need to have a meat. What about mashed potatoes? You eat mashed potatoes. Now you need to find a meat that you want to eat. Do you want a burger patty? Do you want a chicken patty? Do you want a pork chop? You ate the chicken last time when your mommy got it. What?
How about I have like meat from here?
Well, I'm not eating meat from here. Mommy don't feel like cooking, and I don't feel like cooking. That's why I'm going to Cracker Barrel to get food.